Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and in today's video we will cover the Galaxy Z Flip7 cover screen and everything that you are able to do. Now when it comes down to this cover screen, it seems basic and simple, but there's more than meets the eye. So today's video we will cover some of the basics, and then we'll also cover some of the tips and the tricks and some of the features that maybe you didn't know you were able to do when it came down to the Z Flip7. Now, first off, covering some of the basics, going over some of the navigations. When it comes down to moving around on this device and navigating, this is a similar mix of your phone and your watch. Now, on the left-hand side over here, this is your notifications. If you swipe over to the right-hand side, this is going to be some of your tiles and your widgets. Now, you'll also notice that there is a little good lock icon because there is a good lock module that is called MultiStar that will bring additional features to your cover screen. This one right here is for the gaming screen. So this is like a gaming widget right there where you can just open this up and then play some of these quick mini games that is offered by Samsung. And also too, the other one that there is first off, this is the application page. This is where the normal off of the phone settings allows you to play with maps, messages, and YouTube. That's it. Inside of MultiStar, it allows you to add in any application that you would like to be on this screen here. So this way, if you would like to add in any of these other applications that's on your phone, this way you'd be able to interact with it on your cover screen. Now, when it comes down to the cover screen, you might be wanting to change the aspect ratio depending on what you do. Now, if we head over into this page here, and let's say that we just open up YouTube, what you will find is as you are scrolling through, you also have your camera sensors that's sitting there. You also have this little flash right there. This is where you have the icon that you can change the aspect ratio, and you can see how, depending on which application you are using, you might want to change this. Again, it's covering a few things up right here. So there's a few icons I can't even use. And this is how you're able to change it per application you are using on the cover screen from at least this page here from MultiStar. Now this one is just a little area inside of MultiStar that's called I Love Foldables. So it's a thing that will help you with flips and folds, mostly the flips. So you saw me swiping left and also right. If you swipe up, it's going to do nothing. If you swipe down, this is going to be your quick settings. Now the other thing that you saw me do was a pinch to zoom. This is where you can simply switch between pages very quickly. So if you know that you want to go to the back page, but you don't want to swipe all the way through all of them, or you want to go into maybe where your maps is, you just go like this. The other thing with pinch to zoom is if you would like to reorder these, you can just bring them around, put them anywhere and everywhere you would like to, just like your phone and also your watch. And then also what you can do is, because this is your main homepage here, or your main watch face if you're looking at your watch, if you press and hold here, this is where you can change it. Now, if you'd like to change your clock face, all you got to do is just swipe through all of these ones, or you can go into your phone and then you can also manage these and also customize them. Also, here is the rest of these pages. This is where you can get rid of them, or you can also edit them. So again, this is similar to a mixture of kind of like using your phone and or your watch. Also, same thing with some of these little icons. If you want to open up your camera, you just go to your camera and then you swipe over to open it. Just like on your lock screen, when it comes down to those little icons on your smartphone, where normally you have like camera and maybe calculator or camera and flashlight, you swipe up, that's how you can get them opened. So now that we have covered some of the basics and how you can navigate around, how you can open up some of these little icons and applications and play games and a few additional things, and we'll have to go inside of the phone to go through a few more additional settings and features. But one thing I do want to show off, and something that I am pleased about, is the size of the keyboard. So this right here is my Galaxy Z Fold 7 right next to my Z Flip 7, and you would almost think that on this type of a cover screen here, you would think that your keyboard is small. It's not. This is a full running, full, large, big keyboard. If I was to put these two just like this, you can see how similar in size they are. So when you are going through and you're maybe possibly thinking of, I don't know if I could type out text messages or use my keyboard on applications or social media applications or whatever, you have the full keyboard when it comes down to doing any type of typing that you're doing. Now let's move into the phone, so this way we'd be able to go through additional features and settings when it comes down to the cover screen. So what you'll do is you'll head right inside of your settings, you're going to scroll down, and this is where you look for cover screen. So it won't be a part of display, but it'll be a part of cover screen, and then this is where you're able to manage all of those little windows that you have seen from before. You can get rid of them or rearrange them. And then you can also add more. And this is a good example of what I mean by a mixture of lock screen, because of your phone, and also some of the clock faces when it comes down to a watch. Here are some of your featured that you can use. And then also scrolling down, this is where you have your gallery. You can create some wallpapers with AI. And then you have information presets, again, very similar to what you would do on like a watch. So informative presets, you can go through all of these ones. You can change them around, edit them, customize the colors. Here's some of the emoji type of ones. You also have interactive. So some of these will be interactive. This one's acting kind of like a clock where it's, rotating with the seconds. You have your graphicals, and then you also have your colors. And again, you can just expand all of these ones, take a look at them, see what they look like, and then you can also customize them. Now heading on back, this is where you can take a look at your widgets. And as you add in widgets, this is where you can just tap on these ones. They will expand. And a lot of these are going to be limited just because, again, this is dealing with the cover screen. So you can't have too much and you can't have it too big. So because you are dealing with pretty much half of the screen, you're going to have, maybe half of the widgets. But there is still a lot of really good options that you're able to use with all of these. Now, if you have downloaded your GoodLock module called MultiStar, it's sitting right here. So this way you can add in MultiStar simply, which is your launcher, which is you can add in almost any application you would like, and then also games. Now heading right on back, this is where you can change the cover screen timeout. So you have your regular phone timeout, which mine is at 2 minutes, which is this, version right here, which is when it's opened up. My cover screen timeout, I put it for 30 seconds just for shooting this film, but in real life, I'll probably want that 15. And then you also have notifications. You can show notifications, show notification pop-up even while the screen is off. And then you can also edit some of your quick responses. So if there's any of these that you would like to add in, maybe there's something that you say all the time, enter it out and then hit on that little plus button. Now, another setting that I do want to show off will be with the lock screen and always on display. Now, because this one is folded and it'll always just be sitting right next to you, this is where you get to choose, do you want your always on display on or off? Now, because you might flip this phone shut, you think that you're just done with the full entire operation and you're just done with all of the usage, this is where you might want to turn off that always on display. Now, for me, when it comes down to this phone, I like the option for tap to show. So that is the option that I have set up currently right now with this device. When you first shut it, you'll have a slight little always on display show for just a second and then it goes away. Now on this phone, I like this option of just checking something out, seeing if what the time is, and that is it. On all my other devices, for some reason, I don't like the always on display. Even if the whole tap to show, I don't need it. I just do a double tap just to see the screen. But because this phone, the form factor of it, I like having always on display with a simple tap. Now let's take a look at GoodLock because I want to show you where you can find the whole I love foldables or flips when it comes down over into additional features. With GoodLock, you open this one up, you'll scroll through this entire list and you'll find MultiStar. Now with this one, this is where you see I love Galaxy Foldable. And this is where you have all of these options. You have the launcher widget, which this is the launcher widget that we spoke about from before, where you can add in really almost any application to this list. Here's your game widget, and you can choose which games you would like to show up on your cover screen. And you also have FlipShot. So this is where you can use the cover screen as a customizable display while taking mirror selfies. It took me a second to realize what this meant because I'm not someone who takes selfies in front of a mirror, but I figured it out finally. With this one, you can add in a saying or whatever you would like, and what would happen is it would mirror this. So when you take a picture in front of a mirror, it will show this showing or this little stating thing that you write in there. So you can add in a new one. You can also manage them. So I created one that says hit that subscribe. Now to take a look at FlipShot, let's say that we open up the camera from the lock screen here. When you open up your phone because you want to take a selfie, it's now going to have that mirrored, message. Now what's going to show on this side of the phone is you can see that it has mirror shot or the flip shot right there. This is where you can turn it off or you can switch between them or you can even edit. So now on the back end, it's not going to show anything. But if you're trying to give a message and you're trying to take a picture when it comes down to, doing like a shot in the bathroom or with a mirror, now you have this right there that'll be able to be mirrored so you can show off your message. And I guess we might as well take a look at a game as well too. So with this Tiger Run, this one's pretty fun. You also have that golf one that is fun as well too. You also have Solitaire. So with this one, you're just running left and right. Now we're not really a gaming channel here, so I'm not going to play with this one for too long. But it's to kind of show you that if you do want to play some games from your cover screen, you don't even want to open up your phone. This is how you're able to get this done. Ah, man, that's okay. Anywho, that is everything I wanted to show off in today's video. Everything from all of the basics and all of the regular navigational things when it comes down to all of these different, tiles and different widgets, the screens that you have from your camera and how you can operate the camera, how you're able to just run around all of these different tiles and windows and applications super quickly when it comes down to MultiStar, as well as when it comes down to your keyboard. You have the full entire running keyboard right here, so you're not missing out on the size. But hopefully you guys have appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.